Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm sorry, I'm your other host, Quincy. I was immediately looking at the fact that we instantly had a bot in the chat.
Oh no, it's Blurp. It's making sure that my audio is good.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was so fucking quick that completely caught me off guard.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So I'm your other host, Quincy.
Sorry, Blurp. Blurp is the audio that you may hear during the stream because live kind of gets to screw around with it. Good news, it'll be low volume, so it's not gonna be blasting our ears or otherwise. I had a jump scare and then quickly said, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm drinking a Powerade.
I have a Gatorade off to the side, but it's a 0, so I'm not too pleased with it. And then...
okay. Does sugar-free things, like, tickle the back of your throat with that, like, aspartame or whatever?
Some of them.
Because to me, they always, like, dry out the back of my throat, and I'm just like, oh, I can't drink this. I shan't.
Yeah, some of them have an effect like that. It's more just like the lack and fucking attempt at the flavor in this Gatorade. I also have a vanilla Coke I haven't opened yet, so...
I think there's only one sugar-free soda or drink, for that matter, that I would be okay with receiving in mistake, which would be Dr. Pepper Zero.
Haven't tried it.
It tastes pretty damn close to Dr. Pepper and doesn't leave that weird residue or, mess with the throat. It works. Quincy, we like cyberpunk stuff.
That we do.
Over on the good old Humble Bundles, we got ourselves a pretty nifty bundle full of cyberpunk games, such as Gungrave Gore, which I am a pretty big fan of. It was on Game Pass not too long ago. Observer, which I'm okay with. It's a detective storytelling game in a good sci-fi world. Anno Mutinationem?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to try again. It kind of looks like a really nice little turn-based JRPG set in a futuristic world. Go down further, Ghost Runner. For $15 if I'm not... No, $10? For $10 you can get Ghost Runner. And Severed Steel, which is a pretty good-looking first-person shooter. Got, like, slow-down physics and all that. And then for $7, 2 games I've been kind of putting in the back pocket and hoping that they go on sale, and for $7 you can get them both here. Cloudpunk, a pretty pristine-looking, kind of halfway voxel world, kind of open-ish, has NPCs, it kind of has a GTA feel to it, and all you're doing is just delivering packages in a cyberpunk world. And Voltage High Society, which is, I'm not going to play the trailer, but it is very loud. It may look a little jank at first, that's because it is jank, but it's the fun kind. Great music, and go in with an open mind. But,
okay.
Yeah.
The go in with an open mind tells me some fuckity happens.
Hang on, I gotta turn it down because it is a loud trailer. So this one here, it wants to be fast paced, but it slows you down with its like mechanics, kind of like System Shock. Slows down a little bit when you finally get into a combat. You can run all around the map, but as soon as you get into combat, it slows you down.
Interesting.
It is pretty interesting. It's a little... but they seem to be working on it. I'm happy that these games are getting these kinds of loves. I hope to see more from this developer in future games. But Cloudpunk for $7, I am getting that. I am definitely getting that. This one here helps out Build On, which is the helping females get into the positions they need for both family health, developing sustainable businesses, as well as getting just people of women into power that they are deserving as well as we are. Basically equalizing governments or even just, a gaming company.
Very nice.
And Doctors Without Borders, another good one. Get doctors in places that we need. And we as a collective whole need doctors everywhere. So this one here helps out get international help for everybody. The next bundle I'm not really going to go too far down on because the covers are a little risque. Red Sonja's 50th anniversary. I should have sworn we did their 50th anniversary, but was it just like a Dynamite collection we talked about or something?
It was probably a Dynamite collection.
But even still, a whole bunch of Red Sonja, if you're a big fan of Red Sonja. There's a few crossovers down below. One that I think you'd like that I don't know if you know about, Vampirella and Red Sonja.
Very nice.
But yeah, all of that is...
Probably very not safe for work.
Yeah, very not safe for work. I'm just going to do a quick scroll down to see who it's for. I believe it is for the Hero Initiative. Yes, it is, which is helping out comic book stores, making sure that they have a financial safety net in case they need any sort of medical aid, financial aid for their buildings, or just trying to get things back on track. The Hero Initiative definitely helps out. Alright. Now, before the cast, I asked if you were aware of Gex. And you had told me you knew of them, but didn't play any of their games.
Yeah.
I fucking love Gex. One of my friends had a 3DO. And that was my introduction to Gex, because it ran so sloppily. The 3DO was a mess, a hot mess. But I could play very specific games well. And voice clips were always pretty pristine on the 3DO. So seeing this, I was like, I could play the games that interest me early on in my living career. Because back then I didn't really game that much. I didn't game until just a little bit beyond that. But Gex, I would give it a shot. Limited Run is running this one, and it said coming soon, so hopefully keep your eyes open toward Limited Run. They might even have some products to go along with it, because they usually do like Steelbook or plushie, maybe a remote.
Yeah, they normally have like a fun addition to it.
And Square Enix is backing this one, which oh right, they own Crystal Dynamics. Oh yeah. Scud Dupe. Double Dragon Gaiden. We talked about this one a while back, and they had a few extra slots for characters, and with those extra slots, they filled them in. We have Chintei-Mi, we got Obobo, Linda, and Burnov.
Yeah, at first I didn't realize this was like more characters coming in, so I was like, we already talked about this. Why did he bring this up?
Yep, because it had Billy, Jimmy, Linda, Marion, and Captain Uncle Mitten. And it had like shadow character selectings, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh. So, this trailer, everyone has their own movesets. They have cross fights, so that way they can get some special KOs together. This looks like a fucking blast. So, I've got Double Dragon Gaiden on my little mini radar. Skydo. So, it just occurred to me that Microsoft kind of, I believe, owns Brawlhalla. The company that...
Do they?
I believe so, because we've had a many move over, but then I was like, wait, they did Kratos. And I'm like, how are they getting all these crossovers for Brawlhalla? Not that I'm mad at them. I'm happy more things are doing crossovers. It's just, where are they all coming from?
It's owned by Blue Mammoth Games.
That sounds familiar. Blue Mammoth Games sounds familiar. What else do they do?
I'm looking.
Oh, you're looking?
Yeah, because whoever did the fucking wiki page didn't, like, make their name clickable. It's owned by Ubisoft.
Interesting. So they don't...
Ubisoft fled.
Huh. So they don't have any real major ties to it except for Ubisoft Plus or whatever their streaming service was, or their additional download service was.
Blue Math Games is a Ubisoft studio led by friends who just wanted to make fun games. Our main project is Brawlhalla, a free-play platform fighting game set in Valhalla with over 65 million players and cross-play access, all available platforms from PC to console to mobile.
Okay, so it's just a game that
Down to
just
the
asks
09.
to use Arbiter in Chief. Okay, I'm not mad at it. That's sad.
Fucking free marketing. I don't see why a company would say no.
Yeah, and their movesets match all their weapons. They do what they need to do. I mean, if you like Smash-style games, you know, hop into Brawlhalla. It's free everywhere. Skadoosh. Quincy, you know my excitement for Starfield, yes?
Said yes.
Oh, okay. This is gonna tide me over until then. Not to the level that Starfield is. This isn't even an appetizer. This is a bite. This is a small tort. That a one bite tort, you know. But Everspace 2
Okay.
is coming August 15th to Game Pass, and it's gonna a month and some change later get kind of pushed out of the way. But I'm excited to see Everspace 2. I loved Everspace 1. It's a real good arcadey style space simulator. It's fun. It is genuine fun. If you enjoy flying around in the waste of nothing, you can do that for hours, getting materials, doing things the right way if you want to mine. But you can become a space pirate. Sure, there's not a lot of talky stuff, but from these characters I see in front of me, hopefully there is. We'll see. It looks fun. There's a shit ton of weapons. Skadoosh.
Probably do some pirating.
Yeah, pirating. Monolith, Requiem of the Ancients. I actually kind of felt nostalgic while I had that Ratatouille effect again, where I felt like this was very Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, N64 era, fighting platforming. You know, it looked very simple but very fun. I'm excited for it. I don't really have much to add on aside from what we have seen here.
He looks like a finger.
He does look like a finger, but like it has bubbly visuals, great maneuverability, good magics. It looks like Fable 1 just with a different art style. That's my small interpretation of it. Skadoosh. Oh boy. Hellboy, Web of Word. We watched this trailer a bit ago. I did not know until today that this was Lance Reddick's last speaking role, one of his last speaking roles. And, I mean, it is apparent, and he makes a pretty good Hellboy.
So he is Hellboy in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The trailer, puts your one of your antagonists in the light. It looks like combat's gonna be a good little hack and slasher, dodge maneuver, maybe Devil May Cry 3-ish from the look of it. Different weapons. We'll see. Scud Dupe. This game kind of got me hype. Worldless. It says coming fall 2023, and it's from the ID at Xbox Showcase. I'm just curious if it's going to go to Game Pass, because this game actually looks like everything I want out of a 2D Castlevania Hollow Knight clone. Like, I just enjoy its visuals, I enjoy its combat maneuverability. The power-ups seem very straightforward to understand. It just seems like a solid game.
Yeah, it's definitely got very interesting, rather unique visuals.
Yeah. And, God, that ending blow, did turn it down good. This little charge-up attack at the very end where you summon your other half to get this fucking Ultima beam out. Just a beautiful cascade of colors. So, we'll see that come fall 2023. We'll probably see it in the Game Pass listing, hopefully, in the near future. Skadoop. Myth Force. I had originally looked at this game and said it looks rather stiff. It looks really Left 4 Dead, but with a little bit more of a flavor involved. This last trailer kind of shook that off me a little bit.
I think it's still a little stiff.
It is still a little stiff. It does. It looks like Phasmophobia with a little bit of their moving. But it looks fun. I like the kobolds, I'll assume they are. I don't know exactly what the lizard folk that you're fighting are basically but it looked fun. It looked like everything had hit notifications. Everything seemed like there was actual hit registry, and combat was fine. Someone tells me this will go into Game Pass. I have a feeling. I believe that was on the list a while ago. But September 12th, it's going to be dropping. Hopefully we'll see it then. Maybe.
I think a lot of these like smaller indie ones we're seeing are probably going to be hitting some Game Pass things, or at least getting that whole what is it, the game preview thing that we get, where it's like the game's not officially out, but here it is.
Yeah, help us out, give us some bug reports.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some projects that are just relying based solely on the user interface and making sure that the users are going to be happy with it. So they'll just release every single copy until launch. Dedication, but you're giving up the story. Scoop. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We talked about this one. It's gonna go on Game Pass, but we got a little bit more of the gameplay. Looks very gruesome.
Mm-hmm.
Looks very, grindhouse horror, as one is. And we have I believe this is now the solidified date of August 18th, 2023.
Very nice, very nice. With all the sequels, this has potential for lots of future updates and DLCs and add-ons and whatnot.
Yeah.
I expect it to do well. I expect it to do what the Friday the 13th game wasn't able to because of what it got caught up in the middle of. That luckily, this isn't a franchise that's going through anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Friday the 13th, they just released their final patch, their final update, which gives players access to all kinds of stuff, so that players will be able to do a lot of stuff. Now there won't be support for the game anymore.
Like a Forge, where they can build maps or whatnot.
I don't know if they did something like that, but they did unlock. Let me see. There's a big breakdown of it. Because they were talking, they were like, there was so much they wanted to do for the game that they couldn't legally, and so they're just doing the final thing here. Let's see. Oh, well, that's not correct. I went to their website and it's not. And their final patch update. Oh, here we go. So they went ahead and did the 30 legendary perks. So they unlocked all the perks, awarded to all the most popular perks, the non-negative effects, and all of the best rolls possible. All players are leveled to 150 now. All kills are unlocked. All challenge skulls unlocked. No XP or CP is earned anymore. No matchmaking functionality loss. This is to help reduce the dependency on database servers. The following changes went effect July 6th.
So you're going to be going up against the hard motherfuckers as soon as that rolls out. I mean...
And I was going to grab their other post because they did another update before this, but Twitter just went down as I was using it.
Twitter's been doing that a lot the last couple of days, I've noticed.
It's just a fucking mess of bots nowadays.
I mean, that trailer that I showed you that you were having a problem with, I was so glad I got that in good quality before it went to shit later on that day.
Yeah.
I'll be talking about that later, but yeah. Anything else on the Texas Chainsaw?
No, I think that's it. I mean, I don't know how many you've seen. I've seen a mixture of them. I definitely haven't seen all of them. But I'm kind of excited to see what they come out with.
Yeah, I just saw the first. I didn't know there was more than that.
Well, now there's different timelines, too. So, Netflix just did one that happens as if only the original movie happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might hop into that one then. I mean, that seems like a better idea.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. They got a whole like the first sequel follows the family from the first movie, like the killers, and like how one of them's running a big like chicken company now and shit, and all kinds of shit.
Okay. Huh. I'm probably gonna check that one out. You said that one's Netflix exclusive?
Netflix did an exclusive one. That's not the one where they're running the chicken thing. The chicken thing's the original sequel.
Okay.
But the Netflix one that they just did within the last like year,
is considered
that one, that one functions as if only the original movie happened.
Okay, then that's the one I want to watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Skadoo. So, I kind of like this game, but I also have my doubts. Stray Souls. Fall of 2023. Something tells me, yet again, Game Pass, maybe. I like the fact that it had the vibes of both Silent Hill and Resident Evil, but the jankiness and the odd textural problems of Deadly Premonition. Like, I'm not calling it bad in that sense. I love Deadly Premonition, both the regular and the rework with the re-rendered textures that look no different to me. It is a mess, but it is a entertaining mess, except for the traveling.
This did have very much feels of like Silent Hill, Resident Evil, and all that to me. Some of the creatures were a little
grotesque.
Yeah, some were grotesque, but some of them felt like lazy. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but they felt like just designs we've already seen just moved over.
You got a autopsy body that's flayed down the front.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
But you are right. The big howler man we've seen
Yeah,
times.
That one felt very familiar. That guy.
The liquor. I think that's a liquor. And then, was there anything else? Underpants Man. You know. He has his face missing? I don't know. The one...
Step 1, steal underpants. Step 2,
shotgun.
Step 3, profit.
Shotgun. But this has Akira Yamaoka, who has done Silent Hill, The Medium, and Shadows of the Damned. Great musical composer. Great musical composer. So we're getting, I'm gonna call it now, mid gameplay, but with a fucking banger of a soundtrack.
It's very clear what they're attempting to do here.
Oh, revival, definitely. I mean, this is the only reason why I'm going to be playing this game, is for the music. The gameplay, secondary in my mind. Like, I will play a game again to listen to its soundtrack. Like, that's just me. I don't know. My brain don't work like yours. I'm on a busted field.
My brain don't work.
My brain don't work. Skadoop. Okay. Second Wave is a game that is a game already, just anime. So
yeah, so you just broke my non-working brain. What?
Yeah, so this game here, it's weeb as fuck. It's, you got Katarina from League of Legends moving over, doing headshots. Oh wait, it's the sniper from TF2. You've got so many different...
Right, okay. I see. I see which one we're talking about now.
Oh yeah, this is the one that was
so your
pixelated
description
when I was
makes
showing
sense.
you. Yeah. And I'm like, this looks fun, but you are stealing from a bunch of companies. And I don't know, that's McCree. That's fucking McCree. And then this is Sona from fucking League. Or Lucio. It's fucking Lucio. And then you got Genji. Like, a little bit of a collar pull, like a but I think this game got potential. If we get it for free, we get it for free. I don't know if I'll be going too heavy on it, but it looks fun. That's it. Music was a bit loud. Not good.
I'm kind of at the point of like, what is this bringing that's new? Because it's just another Overwatch knockoff.
Yeah, that is it. It is basically things we have seen before. And I mean, there are new things that you can add to pre-existing individual. I will talk about that before we get into shoe news, because there is something that you can have an old style game but add something new. This game does not look good. Scudoo. Speaking of not looking very good, Fall Guys, great game. Had some crossovers with Assassin's Creed. Had crossovers with VTubers. Had crossovers with a fucking energy drink.
Got a bidet company to donate a lot of money to charity.
Yeah. Microsoft, I appreciate you, but I would say leave it to one company to stick their market. This is atrocious. Do I like it? It looks fun, because I mean it has like Hot Wheels racing and Nerf gun battles, where I'm like, oh, that's the market placement. I get it.
But the fucking name even says, hey, guess what? We ripped something off, phoned it in, play this, and watch our ads.
Yeah. It's rough. I just hope that this game gets the support and love that from Fall Guys. Like, I hope Fall Guys directors, producers, devs, any of them basically says, this isn't a slap in the face, this is competition. This
ain't even competition.
Yeah. Yeah, it is blatantly ripping it off. And just adding stickers to it. I don't know. Microsoft, please.
Well, no, when I'm saying it's not even competition, like, it doesn't even look good.
No? I saw the
like for it to be competition.
Hollow racing looks cool, especially with all that traffic. One mess up in the front means you're going all the way to the back.
I guess.
It's It is a 7, I'd say.
Well, hold up. That said the party is coming to Xbox. Are you sure this is a Microsoft made?
It was at the ID at Xbox showcase.
Well, that means that it was
presented there. Yeah.
That would suggest that it was just a small company that made it, not necessarily Microsoft owned.
Well, then they got a goddamn good job getting Hot Wheels. Well, Hasbro to give.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hot Wheels and Nerf.
Nerf.
So, I don't know.
Is Hot Wheels Hasbro?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is interesting. So that means they can get any of like the action figure stuff.
I mean, when you go, hey, we just want to put a big fucking advertisement for your thing right here.
Yeah.
A lot of companies go, okay.
Yeah, and also they can show off like the new Nerf, the Rival series or whatever the fuck just came out. And they'll be like, ooh, that looks good. I want to go buy that now. You can get one in-game and also get one in the real world. Put in your mommy or daddy's credit card while also giving up your address. We gotta ship you that Nerf gun somehow. Okay, I can see where they went with this, and I can see why. The only downside is, yeah, it's a blatant ripoff, and I don't know how popular it's going to be. It looks fine. It looks fine. 7 out of 10. Scudoo. Hey, Quincy, you want to go on a boat to anywhere but where you're at?
No, I don't like boats.
Oh, that's right. Well, what if it's small enough water that you can see other islands in the distance?
Can I see the bottom?
Of the ocean? Probably not for the distance
No.
between. Okay. Well, then, I don't know if this is going to be a game for you. Dreamers puts you, a friend, and the pilot in a small dinghy, and you just kind of coast around to islands. I don't quite understand the full gist of the game. I think it's a narrative, but I don't know how far it's going to go into the narrative of who's a what's this? Who's talking on who's having a problem with whom, or who we are. Scudoop. So here's the tweet that I sent to you. AEW Fight Forever is going to be adding a very interesting feature that I was talking about before. How a game can be the same, but a little different. They're adding their Stadium Stampede. And what that is they'll put 30 people into a stadium, and it's a battle royale. Last one not KO'd wins. And that sounds super fucking fun.
No, it looks like a blast.
Like, and there's horses, golf carts, foam fingers. There was just weapons all over the place, and I'm here for it. I actually kind of really want Fight Forever, like really bad. But it's money that I don't have right now, so.
Yeah, it's like dropping $60 on the game right now.
Yeah. I'll play as Sting or Kenny Omega some other time. Any other gaming things?
I don't think so.
Alright. Shoe news. Alright, first one. Okay, we've had, I'm gonna complain for just 2 seconds. We've had 3 shoe conventions over the last 2 weeks, and we don't have very many nerd shoes. We've had a lot of nice professional-looking shoes, and we've had a lot of, pretty good-looking crossovers, but nothing pop culture, Nothing. We got one more Sesame Street Vans, but it's just another. It's the same design on a different shoe, which I was like, I'm not going to talk about that. And then there was a finalization of yet another of the Spider-Verse ones, and I was like, this is the 3rd week in a row I'm confirming shoes look like shoes.
This is a shoe.
This is a shoe. NBA 2K24 features their prominent WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And she's wearing these just regular Nike Soft something. Oh, they're hers.
Nike.
Sabrina's. They're hers. Nike Sabrina ones, Ionic. And they just have a nice little, it's a very simple, what I'm going to call slate gray with the black outline swoosh. It's not a bad shoe. They're athletic, so it does press against the foot. And that's the only problem I have with these athletic shoes is that they kind of squeeze a little bit much for me, but they do look comfortable though. I will say that. What about you in athletic shoes?
They look. Wait, sorry, what was that?
Oh, how do you like athletic shoes? Like not tennis shoes, athletic shoes, the shoes that are meant for.
I don't really go for them because like I'm not athletic. I go for a tennis shoe. I've got slip-on pairs of Skechers. They're not really athletic shoes. These look, they're very simple, but they narrow in so much right by the tongue. I feel like it squeezen the top of your foot. You see what I'm talking about when you're looking at this image?
That's what I was having a problem with back when I was doing running. This was just a disaster.
I just don't see that being fun for me.
It's to be fair, it like cradles that area. It doesn't like squeeze as much as you're thinking. Like when you look at that arch of your foot that goes all the way around, it's actually hella thin comparative to the very front ball. So I mean, try it on, I guess, but even still, no, I understand completely where you were going from. But second shoes, but I actually really have an I don't watch any news for the news anymore. I do it for the weather because news has been very depressing lately.
The weather's been rather depressing too when I look at it and it says this weekend's supposed to be 115 again.
Oh god. So yeah, we live in a desert, but even still, the only thing I go out of my way for news is the weather. And seeing a topographical heat map of I don't know where this is, but it's a topical heat graph of a land and having this very strange wrap over the top of the shoelaces. It ranges anywhere from the green all the way to red hot zones that make the swoosh in the lighter colors of the green and the yellow. I don't know about this shoe. Like, it looks fine.
I'm wondering who the shoe's for.
Oh my god, it even has the heat map of feet, of the foot, the entire...
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Number 35? I mean, sure. My mouse wheel is broken. What a damn shame. I don't know the cost of these, but these are coming soon. It says wait for the more details as summer of 2024 inches closer. So these are still prototype. And then the ones that I wanted to hide away. The ones I'm calling the Squirtle. A very...
Sorry, the what? Oh my god.
Yo, you caught up on it? There you go. Yes.
What is this?
The
Yeah,
Adidas Harden Volume 7 in Flash Aqua, and I call it the Squirtle.
It kind of looks like shoes that you'd see in like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like the armor, the Namekian armor. Ah. Well, even still, it only has that one photo and 160 bucks, August 15th, same day that Everspace is coming out. Everspace 2. Skadoosh. There's my baby boy. Over on Twitter, I tweeted over to Quincy, who had a problem with the rendering.
It just did not want to fucking work, and I'm like, I just want to watch the video. Just let me watch the video.
Yeah, it's getting bad on mobile. But Godzilla -1. For those who are uninitiated with Godzilla and how the numbering works, I can't explain it proper. There is a YouTube video that I did catch that explains it a little bit better. But this is pretty. This is what I want out of a Godzilla movie. December 1st, 2023. Fuck yeah. Skull.
Watch it. It's fun.
Oh yeah. Someone tells me it's gonna drop on Max. I got. Well, only in theaters, but I mean, very shortly after that, it's gonna drop on Max. I'm feeling it. Scott, over on good old Lego, we got ourselves a very, very nice portrait that I'm sure Quincy wouldn't mind putting together. The amazing.
Yeah, you know, he looks a little goofy, but I'm still into it.
A little blocky. But it's a fun one. 2,099 pieces, 2,100 pieces to put together to make a image. I'll still call it a 3D image of Spider-Man. Spooderman. With a lot of Lego spiders floating around. $200, and it comes out August 1st of 2023.
I just don't know about $200.
I don't know either. It does seem like a bit much, but then again, you're putting together a whole ass fucking thing you can hang up on your wall.
Yeah.
Captain America's shield. I didn't know they made that.
Very nice.
Skadoop. And today is the last day of the Prime Day sales. It was from yesterday to today. I got myself a brand new chair for $60.
I got myself nothing.
Nothing. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, but I get it. I understand it. But some people can actually spend very minimal right now for a really nice, crucial PlayStation 5 SSD with a heatsink. We are in the moment that a M.2 drive needs a heatsink. It is pulling so much power and moving around so much data that it needs to cool the fuck off. That is fucking amazing. Do we have a cost for this?
No, did it not do it on the? It was 99. It was $99.
$99. Okay.
I don't know why.
I would have to go to see
Oh.
buying options.
Wait a minute. This is Microsoft Storage. That's supposed to be for PlayStation.
The one that I have is the PlayStation one.
Yeah, but you see the image, like right there at the top of the image. It says Microsoft.
Oh,
To your left, on the image.
Direct storage. It's
Yeah,
their
that's fine.
product.
Okay. I don't know why when I sent you over the link we lost the price, but it was $99.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
$99 for 2 terabytes of pretty damn good, fucking amazing speeds. 6,600 megabytes per second. That is almost a quarter of a game moving in 5 seconds, getting things loaded. GTA 5 on that sumbitch. You will be loaded in immediately. Like, there is no... you get that top-down shot where you're waiting 10, 15 seconds before dropping you down into... No, you're already in Franklin's eyes. You see through him. Cyberpunk would be a blast with that thing. I think I might want to get this for Aurora. Holy hell. Let us go. Any other Prime Day stuff you had on your cut?
I mean, you can get a Fire Stick super cheap.
$15.
Yeah, $15. If you want 4K, I think you go up to like 20. They'll still come with the voice remotes and everything. There was a lot of TVs on sale. I did not win my entry to the $100 TV like I was hoping I would have. That would have been cool.
The 43-inch smart one?
Yeah, it was like a 43-inch Fire TV that was gonna be $99. It could do 4K, I do believe, but they were limited, and so you had to like enter in to like get invited. Which was really interesting. They did that with a lot of items this year. I don't know if that's new or not. I've never seen that before, but they did it with a lot of stuff this year. Obviously, they had sales on the Echo devices, all the different, versions of Echoes. We talked about the Luna stuff last time. There's some headsets, there's some controllers, a few games. The big sales were basically for Amazon-based products, of course.
Yeah. They really wanted to get rid of their Lunas. If you went to buy a Fire TV stick, getting the controller was $30 off naturally. So I think they were like, we'll go $40 if you didn't know about the deal. Wink, wink. And
interesting.
And colors on the Xbox Core controllers. I like that name, Core. Xbox Core controller.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I don't like their colors that they leave here, though.
That was interesting. You're going so fast on my
sorry.
slide. You're good.
What color was it?
There was like a silvery one after one of the camos.
Let's see how much that one is. It's only third-party sellers. But I was looking at this one originally because that one was $56, and I'm like, that's not too crazy. But go get you a controller if you need a controller. There was a third-party controller that I saw for $28, and I might get that one. But finance is a little rough, and also it's okay that you're a little late. We decided a little bit of shortness of it.
Yeah, despite the game announcements, there wasn't that much to talk about.
No, there was one movie, and it didn't look that great. There was another couple of games I could have brought up, but they would have had minimal talking point. The other games at least made me go, ooh, that's pretty, or holy shit, I'm glad this is coming out with this, or just a date. We like dates. Like dags?
You like dags?
Oh, dogs. Yeah, I like dogs.
Talking to my brother about those movies the other day. He's never seen Snatch or Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Show him at least Snatch.
The problem is what's going to happen is I'm going to sit him down to watch the movie. He's going to get halfway through it, and his ass is going to fall asleep because that's what he does with all movies and TV shows now. We watched the first episode of Sherlock the other night. He literally fell asleep in the final 5 moments. For like 5 minutes. I was like, are you fucking serious? You can't last another 5? Really?
Man. Starfield is on the most wished for list. Nice. Yeah, even if you just
Not surprised.
Even if you just go straight in, maximum game titles, $20. Yeah, there's a whole lot. They are still doing a whole lot of their lightning deals. There was one for one of these little charging stations that I saw, $23 for 4 pretty-ish sized batteries, but it was like a straight line. It wasn't like this. I'm like, for a USB-C rechargeable battery thing for my Xbox, that's not too bad. But I already got one. It works fine. Yeah. That's all I got for today.
Yeah, that's all I got. It wasn't a whole lot. I was a little bummed to find out that I cannot go see Indiana Jones in 40X because they decided that they were going to do Mission Impossible in 40X instead. Don't get me wrong, I like Mission Impossible, but I feel like Indy was the better pick.
I concur.
I really hate that we have one theater with one 40X out here. Like, we need to get another one so that they can, like, shake it up a little bit.
Or just another viewing. Like, build another hall for them to dance in.
Yeah. Like we literally have the one screen, you know?
Red Rock?
Yeah, it's at Red Rock. But it's only one in there. Like, they don't have two different screens in there that do it. They have one, you know?
Okay. I guess
So.
it's to wash up the sweat. I getcha. That would be fair, though. If you're gonna have to hire all that, then that's fair. I mean, we still. Oh man, the Spoderman. That's gonna be a while. What do you think it's gonna? Wait, is it gonna drop on anything soon?
No, dude, it still has fucking full bookings in several of the theaters.
It is a good movie.
Like, the one over by you, we won't say what and where, but the one we went and did our double feature at, you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
They had like 6 showings today.
Really?
Yeah.
Then
The movie's printing money.
Then I might just go and see the fucking $5 Tuesday.
That's when they do it? They do it on Tuesdays, the $5?
I believe. I will double check once we're done casting. But yeah, well, I will check it out and I'll get back to you.
It just sucks that I don't get my freebie at that theater, because if I get my freebie at that theater and you could do the $5 Tuesday, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. But it's Century? Yeah, it's Century.
Yeah, it's Century, yeah.
I mean, they're not bad. They at least promote their stuff.
Like, you know, just to put it in perspective, that movie released... Hold on, let me get these numbers real quick.
May.
That movie released on...
Ow.
June 2nd.
June 2nd?
Okay.
Okay.
So it's been out for a month.
Yeah.
And it had like 6 showings, and it's in multiple theaters. The Flash...
Hold on, that's a terrible comparison.
This is the comparison I want to make.
No.
The Flash released on June 16th, and it is officially down to being only in the shitty theaters as of today, and only doing like 2 or 3 showings at those theaters. Like, if you want to go see it, you have to go to Boulder Station or Aliante.
No.
Those are your 2 options, Boulder Station and Aliante. And they're only doing a couple showings as of today.
And meanwhile, Spider-Verse is just saying, don't touch me, you filthy fucking casual. Holy
Don't touch me, broke ass.
Yeah, fucking get your own goddamn money. Oh, you got James Gunn? Okay, well, go get James Gunn money.
Yeah, they had 4 showings at your theater today. 4 showings at the West Flamingo. 4 at Town Square. This is Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
4 at Town Square. 4 at Alta. 4 at Charleston. Oh, 3 at Charleston. 4 at Rainbow. 4 at South. It's at the fucking drive-in.
Well, to be fair, they usually keep a lot of shit at the drive-in.
Yeah, it's only got 1 showing. It's 11:45 p.m., but it's at the drive-in. You know, they did 4 at Galaxy, 2 at Boulder, 4 at Maya. I've never actually been to fucking Maya. I mean, it's because it's Las Vegas Boulevard, North Las Vegas Boulevard. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 more theaters. It's fucking had showings out here, and one of which was 4, one of which was 5, and another which was 2, and that's just today.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
God, why can't just movies just be good? And I know that's a very broad thing to say, but I mean, when you have so much flack for an actor, and then they go and make the thing that you're wanting to see, and there's a lot of protest against people seeing it because of that actor.
Well, okay, so the actor did some questionable things,
Yeah.
and so therefore there was backlash.
Yeah.
But even putting that off to the side, the movie has problems outside of the casting.
Oh, I've heard it had time constraint. But the other little tiny thing that I also want to paint is we also kind of enjoyed Ant-Man in Quantumania.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. Good movie. It's just it has that one irk, and that bums me out. But really bad.
Which there's more information that we won't get into it, but there's a lot of what's the way to put this? A lot of people there's a lot of like essentially going show your work, if that makes sense. Like, 'cause I don't want to get political about this.
Okay.
Like, okay, you're saying this is the outcome. Show your work.
Yeah.
How do we get from point A to point B? And it doesn't seem to be able to be shown, which is interesting.
Okay.
But I'm not going to get into that.
Okay. That is fair enough. Alright. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you guys can. Remember to check us live every Wednesday night-ish for the Pacific Standard Time. Remember to check out that Temu link. We're trying something new with that.
I saw an image today, and it was that image where Mo throws out Barney from the bar.
Okay.
And he said on his shirt it says wish.com, and then it shows Barney just showing up behind him, and it says Temu.
Yeah. Remember to check out our Zenny link if you want some inexpensive glasses. Just as long as you got the prescription, go and put it on in there. Get you some very inexpensive glasses. Wearing some right now. I think I can see perfectly with them on. And of course, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, and at the end of years, remember to love one another. It's free to do. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.